Hello, welcome to another video by DumbData. In this video, I will walk you through how to make use of this free Yandex Metrica implementation worksheet and how to use it to document your Yandex implementation, manage your Yandex implementation, and also share insights you might probably find from your analytics. So to dive in, all you have to do is visit this the landing page. You should find the link in the description below. In the landing page, you'll be able to land on this page where you see a write-up about the worksheet. You get information about what the worksheet does and how to make use of it and stuff like that. Then all you have to just click on this button that says click to get access to this worksheet. Then it takes you straight to the worksheet. All you have to do, for me, it says I have an edit access currently right now, but for you, you will have like a view only access to this worksheet. So all you have to just click on file and make a copy for yourself. Then boom, you now have a copy for yourself. Give it the name you intend to give to it, add it to any folder you want to add it, and you are good to go. So basically, what this worksheet does is it does basically just three things. It helps you document your Yandex Metrica implementation. It also helps you kind of have like a document whereby you can use it to manage your Yandex Metrica in a way, in a sense that information about about your Yandex implementation can be found. Then thirdly again is you can use it to kind of share insights that you find from this tab here, right? So you can use to find insights based on any stuff you want to share with the team, right? So they can work on the insight and make sure they if it's an issue, make sure they fix it. If it's if it's an insight that can be used to improve marketing, and they can also work on that, right? So like I've said, you come to the landing page, you make a copy of the sheet, then you'll be able to edit it. It's all yours. So basically, this is a kind of fake Unreal Gym Yandex metrical project, right? So basically, you can see from this tab here, you have to just put the business name. What is the project overall status? Are you done with the implementation, or you are not done? The deadline. Then there's going to be a video link here, which is the link to this video that I'm currently recording. The link to the video will be added here for you to also watch if you feel like you are lost in at any point while using the sheet. You can easily come back to this video right from this part, from the link that will be added in this column. Then implemented by your team. Your business name can be added here, or probably your team or something like that, right? Remember, you can always customize this worksheet to your own taste or to your own need. Then for the tag config, this is where you add the name. Like here, you add the name of the counter name, the website address. There are other settings that you have to respect here, like website address, the time zone. It shows you where you can find it, right? If there's any extra configuration note you want to add, you add that. If there's any note you want to add extra, you add any notes just for communicating with your team, right? So you can see, let's say for example, there's the additional addresses. Did I add that? Current settings. What is the current settings? Let's say for example, the tag name here is Unreal Gym, right? So I'll add that here. What's your website address here? unrealgym.com. So time zone, I'm going to add my time zone that is here, which is GMT plus 1. I'll add that here, right? So depending on what you selected or what yours should be, you add that here. So it's West Central Africa, right? So it's updated. And also for the machine addresses, like you see, we did not add that here. This is for adding let's say for example subdomains that you want, other domains or domain you want to track in this particular stuff. I didn't intend tracking other domains here, so I'll just add here that, oh, that no, I'm not tracking this, or let's say not needed, right? So that my team, when they come in, oh, they say, okay, yeah, this is not needed, right? So short time out is 30 minutes by default. So you can also update that based on what you want, which is down here. Like the stuff showed you how to find it. It says under settings, tag, then additional settings. So under settings, tag, additional settings, which is under here, right? Under here, you see 30 minutes. You can, the max is 360, so you can change it to what you want. Then for automatic targets, web advisors, you can also find these stuffs here. Session replace, Chrome app form analysis. Are they all enabled? If it's checked or unchecked, you have to just select what you found here, right? Same with automatic goals, which is the one that we have here. Automatic targets, is it on or not? Eventually e-commerce, is e-commerce tracking on, checked? How do you find that, right? And also for content analytics and stuff like that, the currency, you can, the country code and stuff like that. So you can control this stuff from here. So after that, the next part is the featuring and actions. So featuring can be found here under, right? So it's just for you to document the filters you want to have in your Yandex Metrica. Like I said, you can make use of this sheet to kind of document your setup, or also use to plan your setup, right? So you can be used to plan your setup. So all you have to just, there's a filters is divided into two. There's a general filter and there's an actions, right? You see? So there's the filters here and there's the actions. So actions are considered also operations. So actions are kind of transformations that you want to do on your data, right? Then while filtering is kind of what you want to include or what you want to exclude, right? So there's always two types of filter here. Is either you display or you exclude. Then what can you display or exclude? Page URL, IP addresses, titles, and the condition and the value, right? So the condition is always in interval equals. I'll definitely update this by the time you'll be making use of these worksheets. Then you can, like, it's just everything that we have back here in Yandex, right? Then for the actions, which is also operations, you can convert to lowercase. You still have everything back here, so you can use it to plan your implementation before even going into Yandex Metrica, right? So you can see what I want to do: remove all parameters, remove anchor, change from HTTP to HTTPS, replace domain, change lowercase. You can do the stuff from here. And what is the field you are targeting? Currently, you can target to field, the page URL and the referrer. Then the actions, the replacement value, the action description. What does the action do? Also, you can also add the filter description here. What does the filter? What will the filter do? So that anytime your team or your colleagues come into this worksheet, you understand, or maybe when they are trying to implement, you understand what the filter or what the action is supposed to do. What is the status? If it's done, you have to just click it's done here, so they know that it's done. Also, you have to add any notes you want to add here, like the comment you feel like adding. Then for the goals, it's just where you document your goals before you implement them, so that you know what and what should be tracked and in what priority you should implement these goals, right? So there are different types of goals: condition type, the goal name, the goal description. What does the goal do? Retargeting, should it be retargeting in Yandex Ads platform? Do you want you to go for retargeting in Yandex Ads platform? What is the condition type for that particular goal? So condition type is like the configuration of that goal. Just like saying configuration for that goal. So you can have a goal based on page depth, based on page view, based on click on email, based on click on phone number, button click, form submission, open messenger, a lot of stuff that you can do. Then you can now add the config info here. Then if you want to send the revenue, also you add the revenue, the possible revenue. If it's a static revenue, right? Then the status, if it's pending, if it's created, if it's on hold, or if it's deleted, right? And the notes, maybe you want to add extra notes, you can also add that, right? Then for the dashboards, it's just basically um, for people who want to like widgets you want to add to the dashboards. So it helps you also plan what type of widget you want to add, what is the name. The name is what you see here. You can see the name is what you see here. The name is what you see here. You have the name here, so you can see that the name here. Issue translate for English. So the name is what you see here, right? So name is what you added. Widget name type. Currently, you can only add 4 types of widgets. So which is metric, the pie chart, the table, the lines, the widget description. Like what question does the widget answer, right? So views. These are like the statistics. The statistics type of the Yandex Metrica widget I want to add to the dashboard. So what is the statistics type? So there are about 5 categories of statistics in Yandex Metrica. There's the views, the visits, the file upload, the external transitions, the site speed. Then the metrics that I want to see in a particular widget or dimension, if it allows you to add both metrics and dimensions. But if it doesn't, you have to pick one from these two. And data grouping is how you want to group it, right? It's optional. Then segment, if you want to apply segment, what type of segment you want to apply to it. Then what is the creation status um, of this particular widget? Has it been completed? Is it initiated? Is it on hold? Or is the creation process pending, right? And insight is the one, this is the part I love so much, is the part that actually makes the document relevant even after your implementation, right? So you can easily share any insight you find in Yandex Metrica, the priority of which you want the your colleague should to attend to the insight that you found. So it might be a low priority, a high priority, or a medium priority, right? So what type of insight you discover? Is it a link map type of insight? Is it a click map, scroll map, a form analysis, a report analysis? Then what page? If there are more than 2 pages, you can easily state that here. If it's 1 page or 3, you can also add that here if you want to. Then what filters or segment do you apply? Also share that here so that they can go into Yandex Metrica and create that particular insight that I discovered and also see it by themselves, right? So findings is for discovery. What knowledge did you gain from that particular insight? So one thing, let's say for example, is about 404 errors or something, a particular button not working, and you can easily share that information here that, oh, I discovered that the button on the cart page is not working, right? So what is the start range? The data, the insight, what date range cover this particular insight, right? So is it the period, the start date and the end date, so that when they are going into Yandex Metrica to create this insight, they will be able to also see it just like how you are also seeing it from your own end, right? So they can see it for themselves. So the status also, has it been fixed? Is it a backlog stuff? Is it open? Is it closed? Closed means that it has been resolved. Like if it's an issue from an insight, it has been resolved. If it's a strategy that needs to be implemented from an insight, it has been implemented. That's what closed does actually. It means that you've taken action on the data, right? So for segmentation, it's just also like building segments, right? You can come here. One thing I actually like about this worksheet is that the worksheet can be used to document your plan before implementation, right? So you can document what and what you have to do, you need to do in Yandex Metrica, so that when you go into Yandex Metrica to do them, it's much more quicker to do. You are much more organized. You also know what you've done because it's documented already, and it's accessible from your team. So what you've done is like recording what you've done, but documenting it rather than making it a video, right? So segment is just for you to document the segment that I tend to have in Yandex Metrica or anyone that you've created so far in Yandex Metrica. What is the status of the segment? Is it live? Is it on hold? Is it pending? So the status is actually based on creation of the segment, not application of the segment, right? So there are two different things entirely. The status is for creation and not for implementation. This video is brought to you by DumbData. It's a free analytics resource hub where you can get free measurement resources from event listers to worksheets to free Looker Studio dashboards that you can make use of without having to share your email. These are the resources are free to access. There's no request for email. We also have blogs where we've written articles on GA4, on alternative analytics like Pig Pro, and also CRO tools like Microsoft Clarity. We're also working on free tools and also working on more articles for this platform. But then, happy